Some of you have mentioned bringing back the Y Mills plan. The Y Mills plan requires significant infrastructure improvements, namely in the way of an overpass at Route 213 and 50 because of traffic. However, the county's priority for an overpass is presently Route 304, 301. Now, given the state's limited ability to help fund large projects and given one or the other, what should be the priority for an overpass, Route 213 and 50 or Route 301, 304? Let's begin with District 3, and we'll begin with Mr. Dumino.
Well, I think achieving the funding for both is probably the priority at hand. To say that one intersection is any less safe than the other or any more important than repairing. Again, I think that growth, good growth, that will be responsible for bringing us the necessary safety roads that we need to have is an important issue. But to say that any one particular intersection is more important than the other, I think, is a mistake. I think state funding is a huge part of it. And to have them take away the big chunk of money that they have in the last 2 years has certainly handcuffed us. I think there were some opportunities, good and bad, with the Fast C project. I know that one of them was going to be that overpass at 301 and 304. So there was going to be some opportunities to create the necessary funds to fix those problems.
Mr. Olds and then Mr. Broderick.
From a safety standpoint, 304 without a doubt is the worst intersection. There's been an awful lot of people up there that have died and probably continue to do so, whatever. The Y area has the traffic light is controlled. They do have some rear-end collisions and stuff like that, but these accidents that they've had in 304 are terrible. And as far as the state doing anything for us now, I think we're, again, thinking in the wind. And I don't see anything happening either place. I come over here, like I said, a long time ago, and when I came over here back in the 60s looking for property and stuff, they were telling me about the sewage going down Route 8 and everything, and they're still talking about it. But the safety issue is an easy issue. 304 and 301 is horrible. And we've got to resolve it whether we build anything there or not, in my estimation. You know, I know a couple kids that were killed up in it. It's terrible. It's really terrible. Thank you.
Mr. Arons and then Mr. Jackson.
I think safety is always a priority. I mean, whether it's a overpass or we just find a way to accommodate the 301, 304 area. I've come out publicly and stated that I really do feel the Chesapeake College plan should be reinstituted. I could no more agree. I could agree with everyone else. I think we really could start pushing the state. I think the state did a kind of a nice little thing for Queen Anne's County. We put 50 right through us and divided us. I don't think we've held them quite accountable enough for some of the traffic problems we have. I'd like to see our delegate here really push for that when he gets in. Again, the college, I think, offers this county a tremendous amount of growth. It offers us a base for operations. So bottom line is I'd like to see both of them. Safety is important, but I still am very much in favor of the 213. Thank you.
Mr. Dunmire and then Mr. Gannon.
What we're talking about here is comparing apples to oranges. 301, 304 intersection, that's near where I live. Many, many accidents. It's got to be fixed. A lot of people have been killed there. A lot of people have been injured. I know people personally who've been involved in crashes. My young son just got his license several months ago, and I cringe every time he drives across that intersection. I also believe that the, as far as an overpass goes up in the Y Mills, is I believe that I don't think that's a priority funding area. I don't believe the state's going to approve to put an overpass there anytime in the foreseeable future. So obviously priority should be 304.
Mr. Simmons, followed by Mr. Gunther.
As a commissioner, will pledge to try to listen to everything that's involved and do the fairest that I can for all of the people in the county. frankly, this has not been high on my radar screen. That the commissioners, as far as I know, have done a good job, and the state's been looking at it, and I haven't taken away from my fishing time to get educated on it in there. And it is a situation where on the surface, I see no reason for changing the priorities that have been recommended and set up.